Storytelling is so central to who we are as human beings. As a consumer anthropologist, I'm sharing the stories of consumers to particular companies that want to help them. And I thought, I'm sure there's a good chance I can be telling their stories better.
Certified Story Facilitator program is for those who want to be able to empower others, guide and facilitate others telling their own stories.
The main objective is twofold. One is to help you hone your own storytelling skills. And then the other big part of it is giving you the tools you need to help others tell their stories.
Whether it's a value proposition or a new piece of thought leadership, marketers need to be able to tell stories. And it was important to me to give people the skills in order to develop that narrative.
In the middle of COVID, I was asked by my organization to be a facilitator in an online session for my colleagues. And I thought, okay, instead of just going through another session, is there a way to bring my skills level to the next level?
So the Certified Story Facilitator program is very interactive, and it's designed with a small class in mind. Everyone in the class gets an opportunity to share their stories, get feedback on the story, and learn some new tools and best practices around storytelling. But you will also then flip and play the story facilitator.
And there was a class of 4 of us. We had a very good time in interacting, learning from Esther, but also practicing on one another.
So it's really fun because we have this small little group that we've known over time. We'll talk about some of the simplest things, something that someone said to us, and we can turn that into a complete story. Like, when was a time that you shifted a client's perspective? Well, in my work, that happens every day because I'm trying to get companies to do things differently to help their consumers.
There's 3 levels of certification, and they all build on each other.
Level 1 focus on the constructions, the foundations of a sound, compelling story. Level 2 is discovery. What are these unexpected, ever-present windows into discovering stories that people often ignore and discard?
And then level 3 is around story synthesis. So how do you take separate narratives and create a synthesized story?
Really, I had to watch how Esther taught me and others in order to be able to teach someone else.
Oftentimes when we tell a success story, we tend to undersell the amount of obstacles that we had actually gone through in order to get there.
I am always happy to see how she coaches people. She is very clear about expectations for good storytelling.
She challenged us to tell a story in a different way.
It is definitely perspective shifting.
I discovered interesting things even about myself that previously I would have it buried inside me, but I was not aware.
I think now I have the ability to take something that happened to me that might seem pretty mundane and simple and turn it into something more powerful.